What did you do with your hand?
What?
Your hand. What did you do to it? Yeah, that.
It's just a brace.
Chronic masturbating.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it for my
Masturbate
carpal
too
tunnel
hard.
and stuff?
Yeah.
It's gonna be Stan when he moves out.
Mate, that's me now.
Gets
My
all the alone
right
time.
wrist is in agony like all the time.
I bought a new one, but the
Yeah.
problem is I bought one size too small.
Oh, that's for you.
Willy.
That makes sense.
Hell yeah.
Brace on the willy, brace on the hand.
Gotta brace myself.
Oh, I hate you. I regret asking you to come on this.
This is gonna be a good episode.
Because you're on it, Lars.
Yeah, exactly.
Once Lars is finished
Just see a picture of us.
Snapchatting his mum,
No,
mate, you're there like
I was looking at my email.
feces. Nah, you were looking at something else because you were sat there grinning from ear to ear. You were looking at boobies.
He's texting a girl.
No, I was.
He's looking at boobies.
I was looking at Twitter. I did see boobies. Yeah.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Let's do a Glenn special. Let's do it. Hello,
Glenn
welcome to the
special.
podcast. You're here with me, Lars, Trico, and Kaif.
The Glenn special.
Hello.
Mate,
Really
last fucking I was editing it the other I think it was yesterday, and his intros are terrible. He's literally like, "Hi, welcome to the podcast." You go, "Me, bum." That's it, and we're like, "Huh? What?"
Drum.
It literally is. Actually, is a speedrun. I'm going to turn you up a little bit so I can hear you better. Yeah.
Production 90%.
So this is both the podcasts and probably all of our first time seeing Trico in person.
No, I've seen him. He sent me a picture of him before.
Well,
That's a lie. I sent us a picture and
Yeah,
Dale called
okay.
me as peeled potato.
Oh yeah.
did he call
Know
you a
about that.
peeled potato?
It was shortly after I came
Aw.
in first, and everyone was like, "Oh, you need to send a face reveal now." So I sent one, and Dale immediately went, "You look like a peeled potato."
Not wrong. I can see
That was
it.
like the first reaction.
Man, everyone's
Look.
mean.
Yeah. So how are you, Trico?
I'm good.
Yeah. Nice.
Is that it? Just good.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
No,
What did you do today?
What did you do today, Trico?
I went to an open house to find out about CNC and welding. 'Cause I'm tempted to go towards for that.
Wait, what's CNC?
Like programming machines to
Oh.
like
I see,
removing
I
materials.
I see and see. Okay. Poop. Nice.
Mhm.
Thanks.
But
Thanks for laughing.
it's interesting. It's better than I'm good. You know, we already learned.
What have you
How
done
are you,
today,
Lars? How are you, Lars?
Yeah, lads.
I'm
Tell
doing-
us. Poopy.
had
Oh, muck.
Well, that's better
My
than
days
doing
are-
good.
Yeah. No, I did
Look.
well today. I've literally done nothing but play video games.
Let's go. What have you played?
Classic.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Well, you
that's
back on Wrath? Yeah.
Yeah. Raph.
Nice.
is-
Poop.
I forgot Wrath counts as classic now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That confuses me.
Have you actually like Daz and Joe have been memeing all week about you playing Classic, and I was like, oh, I thought they were just
No,
joking.
I've been playing the whole time.
Really?
I think a month and a half ago I started playing again, and then it's been almost every week doing knacks and stuff.
Oh. You're not
Get
bored
out
of
the
it?
wazoo. No, I love it.
Oh.
I
Is
absolutely.
that why you're
adore
not playing
Wrath.
retail with us?
No, I. What do you mean? I still played retail. I still raided. What are you talking about?
Anyway,
It's
where
both.
were you Sunday?
Oh yeah, Sunday I wasn't there. but No.
You don't
couldn't
raid
be-
with us. Yes, I do. What about now? What about this
It was Sunday I
specific
wasn't
time?
there.
Oh, yeah. Apart from that. Apart from
that was
I
the
wasn't
only
there.
time I wasn't there. That was the only time.
What class
That's
you
actually
playing?
On classic,
Yeah.
Rogue, and then
Oh.
on retail
Of
Warlock.
course you do.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Rogue is just nice. It's so easy.
I mean, you
You
played
look like
Rogue
a
on
rogue
retail
player.
until you did one raid. You did bottom 5 DPS. Then you quit.
Yeah, that's it. This retail Rogue is so much different from classic Rogue. Classic Rogue is so much more chill. It's easy.
It's like
Yeah, I was
4
gonna say.
buttons.
And then retail
Probably
Rogue has
because
like
it's
fucking
easy.
20 things going on.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's not too
Fucking-
fun to play.
Nice. So you like easy stuff. I see how it is.
Yes, exactly.
That makes sense.
You're gonna
That's probably
play
why you
the
like me.
Riot MMO, Lars.
Probably, yeah. I'm kind of excited for it actually.
I think all of us
Yeah,
are.
we're all excited for it. And none of us know anything about it. Not even a
Suck.
fucking picture.
I just like the League world. I bought like a book about it once. It's
Yeah,
actually
I
kind of
didn't
good.
know you read.
I love reading.
Mocking
I
little
didn't know you
YouTube
could
man.
read.
Just sits
That's
there with books in front of his. I mean,
unexpected.
Is it unexpected that
it
I?
is extremely
Yeah.
Is
unexpected.
it actually?
Yeah.
Genuinely, yes.
Oh.
You know, reading memes doesn't count, right?
No, but I read it.
Seems like you don't have the attention span to read.
I read a lot. I have a bunch of books.
What do you read?
You want me to get the book that I'm reading right now?
Just tell us
Just
about
tell
it
us
if
what
you
you
want.
read.
it's books
Usually,
with
I like
pictures
reading a
don't
lot of fantasy books.
Fancy.
Fantasy.
Oh.
So I love the 40k books. Some of them are really good.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though that's more sci-fi, but I love Vati Vidya. You know the
Yeah.
Dark Souls lore guy. He made a book called Soul Arts, which is just a bunch of different like concept arts and worlds, like
So it's
fantasy
just
worlds.
pictures.
No, there's also text and like lore.
That's definitely just pictures.
No.
It's like 90% pictures. He's like,
And
damn, I love
the-
reading.
Now,
I love reading too.
Lars, do I count as reading if I
Pictures,
read
yeah,
manga?
pictures.
yeah, I think so. Sure.
You sure? It's
Why
just
not?
pictures,
Sure.
though, isn't it?
Who gatekeeps reading?
Well,
Sam.
you. That's why he asked you.
Who does that?
You just asked
Well,
you.
you
Does it
gotta
count?
let me know if I'm
So you.
reading.
It counts. Yeah, I don't give a
Poop. What about
you read,
comic
you read.
books?
Sure, same reading.
Why? It's pictures.
Yeah, but there's you're still reading a story. It's easy. It's more easily digestible than like a
Look.
fucking Lord of the Rings book that's like this big, right?
Yeah.
But it still counts as reading. I
You're
think.
saying Lord of
Lars,
the Rings
did you
is bad.
know?
No, I
You
think
know
Lord of the
there
Rings is
there are
great.
people, right, who will tell you
Mhm.
don't count as reading if you read on your PC.
So
You could read the
does
same book, and if it's on a PC, it didn't count.
Would a Kindle count, or is that also
No.
like hacking?
Them, no, it wouldn't.
Well,
No, it doesn't count.
Again,
Unless
Kindle
you
has that nice book texture to it. It's cool.
Look.
Gate keeps reading again. Like what the
Look.
You could find someone who'll
people-
gatekeep everything.
Yeah.
That's
Some
true.
people
I
have
got
done
gate
nothing
kept
better to do
from
than read
Warhammer
books. They're
paints the
like,
other
I'm
day.
better.
True.
Oh, did you actually?
True. We were
Yeah.
painting,
How come
and
what
a guy
happened?
came in and saw the paints we were using, and he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're using Citadel paints." And we're like, "What's wrong with
Citadel
him?"
paints, really?
It was so weird.
Yeah, but again, in the Warhammer community can be very gatekeepy and annoying.
Which is
sometimes.
weird. I think it depends on which. This is gonna sound stupid, but like which faction you go to.
Yes.
So
Yes.
like from what I've seen, anyone who plays the dumb strong characters who just can enjoy themselves. So the reason I say that instead of just saying orcs is because in Darktide, anyone who played the Ogrin was just really nice. Like whenever, like I played a lot of it and like with randoms, and they were always just really friendly, really chill dudes who were just like there to have a good time.
Yeah.
Didn't give a muck. Wasn't actually like proper aggro or anything like that. Was just really chill and nice. Like from what I've seen as well, anyone who plays orcs, really chill dudes.
Orc players are usually the nicest players, yeah.
And like it seems like the people who were taken more seriously, like it's probably the Space Marines and stuff.
Yeah, the people
So-
In
Imperium.
Space Marine players.
anything Imperium.
Yeah,
will
and they
be-
just-
if they take it very seriously, they're always annoying as
Look, I think it's like it's really weird, isn't it? Like, what the muck?
But it's mostly like this.
models.
It's
The
mostly
community's
like
been
this.
like super welcoming to us.
Yeah.
Like
No, the community itself is great for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like the two streams about it, everyone's just been like excited to like see us
Mm-hmm.
paint stuff and talk about like the lore of it. People love coming in and be like, "Do you know this about the orcs? Do you know this about the orcs?"
Yeah.
Because it's always something
Suck.
fucking stupid.
It's very much a "did you know" type
Yeah,
hobby. I feel like there's always some shit.
It's the first stream was really nice because it was all information we'd never heard before. And we're like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then by the second stream, we'd like heard these things about 6 or 7 times. And we're like, yep, we've heard that one. Yep,
Yeah,
it
that
was like a
sounds- that sounds
checklist. It was
about
like, someone's come in and has said this story, tick. Someone's come in and
Mm-hmm.
said this, tick. So, okay. And then someone mixed it up and gate capped the paints, which was really fun.
You always get the people going, "Thin your paints, thin your paints, thin your paints," and I'm like, "I do, except when it's white on black." That's
I
like
have
10
had-
layers, dude. You could just get the same effect.
Such a better experience not thinning my paints.
Yeah, it can get a little bulky
Depends.
if you don't
Oh,
thin your
God.
paints.
I just dropped a dart.
Like you can
Yeah.
see like the texture of like unthin paint on it. Sometimes you want that look,
I think.
but I don't think people realize, right? In the top of the paint, like in the lid, that paint is
Right.
thin. It's quite wet if you don't shake it up.
Yeah.
You know what my argument always is?
Yeah.
We're a bunch of adults playing with toy fucking soldiers. Who gives a fuck? Like, what are you gonna talk shit about?
Yeah. In fairness, my models have
silly.
come out pretty decent, so
I really like the Necron one you
I
did.
think most of the time, Lars, it's
Like-
just that mine looks better than yours.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're just trying to find some way of being better than you.
like some people have sent in pictures in the Warhammer thread we have, and some of their painting is insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking insane.
Some
It's
really good.
mental. Like seeing professionally done ones and like people who've put loads of work into it and then comparing it with my ones, I'm like, huh. I was watching a video. Sorry, carry on.
I've not watched like anything like Warhammer until your streams where you're painting. Also,
Yeah.
I get like speed painting Warhammer figures, or like I spent
Mhm.
40 hours painting one figure, stuff like that. I'm like,
I can
I
believe
watched
that.
one stream.
Very algorithm heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a Warhammer, especially the painting side of things. Like, if you watch one Warhammer video, you're gonna get like a million other ones. Like, I watched a kill team like tutorial, and now I just see kill team stuff all the time, and it's cool content. I didn't know that Jezza guy does Warhammer tabletop, which is cool.
Yeah.
So I've been watching a bit of that.
I
Yeah,
don't know who that is, but nice. Yeah, hell yeah.
My
he's,
whole
I think he's an Australian art YouTuber.
Yeah,
I think it's Australian.
that makes sense.
I saw that. Do you know who the George Cast is?
yeah.
So I know
I
who
think-
the Ozcast is. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
them.
Me and
do
Kaif
Warhammer
have met
stuff.
him.
Yeah, I think
Very
they do
good.
Warhammer as well, don't they? They do.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They do like
Everything.
army.
Yeah.
It's not Warhammers. It's like army battles.
They've done Warhammer.
Yeah, they
Okay.
talk about it. I remember I saw a video a couple days ago about them talking about Warhammer, but they do like
Really?
full scale, like I think 2,000 points.
Yeah, they have like. They also have insane scenery as well.
There was a video somebody, like, I think I saw
the old
posted.
one.
I don't know. There was one where I don't know where they posted it, but it was saying something along the line. It was like this battle took
300,000
us.
points.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
it took us
that's,
5 days or something
Okay.
to
Yeah.
do it, and I'm like,
What?
just because of how many units were there, and I was like,
I feel like when about 3 days in, you probably know you're gonna lose.
but what if you don't?
Yeah,
What if you're like, I've been waiting 5 days just for this, and then you pull out your secret weapon and like shove her on the desk? That'd be my secret weapon. I'd be
With,
about to lose, and I'm like, my hammer, and I'd just destroy their army.
It's just a
Just
hammer.
win.
It's not even a
Yeah,
play
it's
piece.
an actual hammer. Yep.
With Warhammer, you just like you roll to see like if you'll kill them, right?
I
You
think
don't
it's-
roll for like wounds.
No, you roll for wounds.
I think it's wounds as
Yeah.
well, depending on the thing.
No, you always
No,
roll for wounds.
How do you keep a track of that?
You
Isn't it
well,
like little coins?
what they usually do is they grab a dice, and then they'll
yeah.
put like next to it from how much health they have left.
Okay. Because like when I
makes
was watching Kill Team stuff, I was like, oh man, I have to put dice next to all these models. That's a lot of fucking dice.
Yeah.
A lot of dice, lots of dice.
You're like moving your model, and then you just flip it from like a 2 to a 3 as you can move it along.
I think people would, if they had the 300,000 point armies, I think they'd basically be at the point where they wouldn't do wounds because they're like, I'm going to hit every single person I target with as much damage as possible to outright kill them. It's like, I ain't going to wound you. I'm going to make sure you're dead before I move on to the next one. This turn, I attack with 50 units on that dude. He's dead.
What's the normal points, Lars?
As in,
Isn't it like
I know, like-
2,000?
Yeah, like what would you bring into an army? Like what's the average?
for tournaments, 2,000 always. If just a
Like I
regular
had a
game,
300,000 army.
Yeah, it's just
And
insane.
that's on either side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, like the bulk of it must have been like big machines, right?
And I think one of them was orcs as well, and orcs is the most expensive arm, or like one of the most expensive armies, anyways. So imagine like 300.
Wait, are they really?
Yeah, orcs are by far one of the most. They're very much up there.
Because
It's
you got
because-
like Zergum, right?
Yeah, it's because the boys, the little orc boys, you need a ton of them, but they're quite expensive. But you need a lot of those, and they,
Is
That's what a lot
Tyranids
of
not
you
quite an
want.
expensive army?
Yes, Tyranid is also quite expensive because you need, again, the same issue where you need, I think they're called like Omegons or something. They're like really small, just Zerglings basically.
Ah, that makes sense.
And then
Yeah, I
you
made
also
the
need a
smart
bunch of them.
choice with Necrons because the bulk of your army
Necrons are-
is rolling 6s to reanimate.
Well, I've got Eldar to fall back on.
Eldar is fun.
I
They're
really
cool.
like with Kill Team the Eldar. You can literally have like a what are they called, the Krugs or Crudes?
No, that's Tau.
That's what I meant. Sorry, Tau.
Yeah,
What's
they're
the what are those dudes called?
Fruit. I love them.
Fruit. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can have a Kroot
Kroot.
Kill Team, which I thought is
Yeah.
sick.
What's that?
They look so cool.
The Kroot are like quite lizard people, aren't they?
They're like aliens,
really?
but they evolve by like whatever they eat, they become it. Like they get their strength and shit. So if a Kroot would like eat a space marine, you'd have like this one superpower Kroot.
What the fuck? Oh god, they look horrific.
But I
They're
think
so cool.
I think the Kroots for
Yeah.
Kill Team are quite limited, aren't they?
Yeah,
fucking
that I
gross.
really want them. They're updated Kroot, but you can only get them through that Kill Team box. But they're so good.
I'll be
They look
fair,
amazing.
that Kill Team box has a little bit of variety to it.
Kroot Carnivore Squad.
Yeah, the normal Kroot
There's a
look kind
Kroot
of outdated. but-
Farstalker Kill Team as well.
Yeah, that's why I like Tau. They have like
Fucking gross.
Tau's all stickers that they bring other aliens into their army. So now it's like Kroot. There's Vespid, which look really weird. They're like bat aliens, or like
Yeah.
insect aliens. And then there's something called the Demiurge, but you don't see them on tabletop. But that's why I picked Tau in the first place. Love
I think the
aliens.
Farstalker Kinband are from Into the Dark, are they?
Yeah, I think it's the Into the Dark box. Hold on.
I have no idea about that.
I'm funnily enough, I was just about to like say how last week we kind of like covered
What's it
the surface
Yes,
level
it's
of
You know the
Warhammer.
big boxes, Sam. Like
And
the
then
massive ones
here-
out on the shelf.
We're like deep diving into it, and some people won't know what they're on about. Yes, the big boxes.
They're
yeah.
the massive boxes on the shelf. So Into the Dark is one of them. We
Yeah, it's
picked
one of
up
the ones with the two armies, right?
Yeah, we have the
Mm-hmm.
one with the orcs and the Krieg.
Yeah, Glenn
can
said that they have they've got one of those. I think they release it like, I don't know, release like a new one 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah, something about that.
And at last, Glenn said that the next one comes out in February.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say was in it? For anybody who's listening to all this and has no idea what's going on, don't worry, same. But the boxes that we're on about will have a set of army. They'll have like, I don't know, 10 units for each side and like a little scenario map with like terrain and all that you would play on with those armies. And I don't know what was in the... I've forgotten what it was called. The one you just mentioned.
Krieg and Orcs should
No,
be.
the other one.
The Into the Dark box.
That's the one.
Yeah, that has the Kroot and it has.
Oh, it has them in it, is it?
Yeah, but you can only get that's like an updated Kroot, and you can only get those models through that box. You can't
Oh,
buy them
really?
separate. Yeah, I
Are you
think
sure you can't
Oh.
get the box separate?
they have like navy breeches in them as well. What did you say?
Okay.
Breeches
um,
on those pants.
Yeah.
They have fucking blue pants.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's one called Shadow Vaults, and that's got Necrons in it. And you can get all those models like outside of the box.
Yeah.
Tech Circle Kill Team. They're really complicated, the Necrons are. You have like a code word or something. And whatever code word you use is what your command abilities do.
Oh, is that the
The Dynasty.
Yeah, the dynasties. Yep.
Dynasty.
It's the same. A lot of you see that in a lot of armies. So like Tau has septs, Necrons have dynasties, Eldar have craft worlds, and a bunch of other shit that I don't know about. Space Marines have chapters. Every army has something like that. So you don't stick to one playstyle. You get the
They've made a hella confusing game, haven't they? Like
Yeah,
when
that's
when
the
you get
issue
into
right now.
Warhammer, it's such a gigantic rabbit hole you have to go down to learn everything.
The issue is that it's
is.
super rule bloated right now. So
makes
they're gonna
sense.
fix that. I think in the next edition of Warhammer, it's gonna tone everything a little bit down. At least I hope. And
It would be nice too, because I think they
I think
need
that
to
was the
get
idea.
new people into it. Because I think a lot of people, when it comes to Warhammer, it's a very nerdy thing, which it
Mhm.
is. And secondly, it's so overwhelming because of just how much is there. Even like I'm painting and all this fucking lore and story and everything like that. I haven't got a Scooby of any of it. Not a tiny bit. Don't fucking know any of it. And it is quite overwhelming to get into. Like people talk about Tyranids and I'm like, don't know what the fuck that. Krieg, no idea. Any of the. All I know is Space Marines, Orcs, and Eldar.
Yeah.
Any of the other, even like Necrons and stuff, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Honestly, all I know about it is that orcs power their magic by belief.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
all I
one
know.
everybody's.
It's like
I
one of our
fucking-
favorite things about
I
Warhammer.
fucking love
That's
it.
so fun.
I believe I'm dead. I believe I'm dead. I believe I'm dead.
Hey, do you think you guys can breathe in space?
Yeah, why not?
If something's red, it goes fast.
I think that's my favorite one. It's with orcs. If it's painted red, it goes fast. If it's painted blue, it's lucky. If it's painted yellow, it explodes better. And if it's purple, it's invisible.
Yeah.
And people, every time we do anything, everybody comes in and goes, paint them purple, they'll be invisible. And you go, why does painting it purple make them invisible? And they go, have you ever seen a purple orc? And it's like, well, touche, but there you go. No, I haven't. Okay. I think the next pack, I think Glenn was saying it might be Blood Angels, and what I've looked here
Haven't
is
seen.
Tyranids, maybe.
Oh, I've just looked up purple
I don't know
orcs,
if that's
and
it.
some of the paint jobs people have done are insane.
It's mental.
Like they look so good.
I think somebody posted one in our channel that had them there, like purple orcs, and it looked fucking sick. Oh, never mind. It might not be Tyranids, and that is from August.
I don't know. I don't think I haven't heard anything about the new Kill Team box yet. But I don't really pay attention to Kill Team that much.
Client said they were. Oh, that's what it is. Is that they have shown like silhouettes of models
Mm-hmm.
that are in it, and people have.
Oh.
I think they've kind of guessed that it'll be like Blood Angels or something, or one of those, because it looks like, looks Space Marine-y.
Man, there's far too many Space Marine stuff in Warhammer. Like when you
Yeah.
look up the armies of Warhammer, at least half of them are Space Marine chapters.
Which is kind of mad, really, when you think of it.
It's because they've set up Space Marines as obviously the poster boys, but they're the perfect army to kind of get started with because you can do anything with them. You want to play range heavy, you can. You want to play melee heavy, you can. You want to do psychers, all that stuff, you can. They're the most versatile in that regard. And then you see with a lot of Xenos, they go into more of a niche. Well, like, okay, you can play Space Marines, and then you notice, oh, I really like shooting. You can go Tau. Oh, I really
What
like
the fuck is a Xenos?
So that's
There's
armies
aliens.
like Tau, Necrons,
Oh.
Tyranids.
Xenos is everything that's not part of the Imperium. They call it
Oh,
Xenos.
Xenomorphs.
Yeah. And,
No, wait, aren't
and then
Xenomorphs
Chaos.
the...
It's Xenos.
Oh.
They call it Xenos, yeah.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay. The only reason I know Xeno is from Xenophobia and Xenomorphs, which are like the aliens from Alien. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's the word. And then I stopped and went, wait, no, that's not right.
I love Alien.
That makes sense. So it basically, you mean Space Marine and Xenos is everything else.
No, yeah, and then you also have Chaos. Chaos is like its own.
Oh,
like
so it's
thing.
like...
But
okay.
those three categories. For example, the what are the new ones called? The Space Dwarves? I forget. Leagues of Votan.
Yeah.
I like them.
They
I got
count-
them.
They count as Xenos. They're not Imperium or anything. They're Xenos because they're
Weird.
not part of that.
I got some of them. I got some of the stuff. I bought the Berserkers, then I realized, god damn, melee and kill team's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, I gotta get some more gunner boys.
I feel like if they were going to change the rules, they would make it so melee is a bit, better.
Well, melee can be very fucking strong. You can see in
Melee-
40k as well, where melee
It
heavy
is
army
kind of strong. I mean,
destroy.
like kill team's a closer combat thing. You can go quite a distance when you charge. You could probably fuck shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta hope that you didn't get shot on your way in.
Mhm.
I know.
I
in
guess like
40K
when you
bloody.
try.
I know Blood Angels and stuff are very strong, and they're very melee heavy.
Yeah, it's
That makes sense.
I watched a few kill team stuff, and it's always like the Tau people will kill like 3 of their models, like in the first round, and then in the second round, they're in range, like as a melee army, and they'll just shred a couple of their models too.
Okay,
So
that makes
I mean,
sense.
it has its place.
Don't worry, Trico. We'll move on to something you know shortly.
Just in here nodding like,
We'll just get him into it.
It's like, hey, it's Trico's first podcast. Let's talk about something that he has no idea about.
Do you want to join the cult yet, Trico?
I've been tempted.
Yeah, here we
It's
go.
it's like Sam said, it's just so overwhelming. Like there's so much to learn.
It's really expensive. It's as in like to kind of start out. It's as you said, overwhelming. It's just like, where the fuck do I start, kind of thing.
If you want to paint, there's nothing to learn.
Yeah, that's
I
how I
mean,
started.
Paint whatever's cool.
Unless you want to learn how to paint, and then you're like, how do I do that? Video. Okay, practice. Oh god, I was literally watching a video today of how to. Wait, was it today or last night? I don't know, but it was how to paint something white, and it's like that doesn't make sense. Just paint it white, and it's like, no. If you want to paint it white, you need to do all these other steps to make it look like white and not make it look like shit. And it did not help at all. It still looked like shit. Before we started, I was like, no, I just spray painted it black. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it black from now on. I'm like, screw it, I can't be bothered now because it's so hard to do it.
I found with our when we were trying to spray the base on,
Yeah,
our grey and our white didn't seem to stick too well to the models.
I think you've
the
got
black
to put
did.
multiple coats of them on.
Yeah, I'll have to test out again. We'll have to do a thin spray, let it dry, thin spray again, and see how that turns out.
I think with. Oh no, carry on. Don't realize.
You want to watch out with basing too much, because when you get too much base on it, it'll start bubbling up.
And you lose
So
the
what's
detail as
better
well.
than do a thin coat of base and then just do multiple thin coats of just normal paint?
Well, we use a spray can for base.
Yeah, you always spray.
But, we me and Dale were using the grey for the first time, and it wasn't sticking, and I just turned his model into a glob.
Did you shake it hard enough?
Yeah, I shook the can and everything. It wouldn't.
I thought you meant the model at first.
Yeah,
Wouldn't stay on it. So
Spray the model. All right, now we gotta shake it.
Dale had to dip the model in
Shake
water to
weight.
get all the paint off, and then we had to wait for it to dry and start again. I
Oh god.
was like, "I'm sorry, Dale, I fucked it." But the grey just wouldn't stick.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Jason?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's I can just hear Ebs every now and then screaming in the
I can hear
background.
Ebs as well. She's fucking screeching at the
Oh,
moment.
she's
Mate.
playing Lee, I think.
When we were doing the podcast last week, I was editing through it, and you could just hear Daz in the background screeching. I was like, okay, well, there you go.
The thing is, with Daz's scream, everyone hears Daz's scream.
Yeah.
That's
No matter where you are, somebody's gonna hear it. It was
I can hear it
fucking
from my
Word.
house sometimes.
nice.
You were
That's-
painting last time, you could hear Das just he was playing a horror game. So you could hear him scream
yeah.
every now and then.
That's why every
It's so
2
hard
minutes,
to
let's go
level
shut the fuck
Daz on the
up.
podcast because you level it for his voice, and then he starts laughing, and the mic just peaks like fuck.
It's wild with Daz. He's quite a soft-spoken guy normally, and then he laughs, and his volume goes from let's say about here to it just shoots up. It's like, oh, okay, this is gonna be awkward. All right, we'll move on from Warhammer because if we want to talk about it, we'll do it another time. So what I do want to do though is I want to get into Trico and how I use those words carefully. Kind of on purpose too. I want to tell us, Trico, how you joined.
But you don't remember anymore.
No,
I
he
just
hasn't
think,
got a
how
clue.
it started. I think it started with WoW Classic.
Was in classic, like vanilla?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's WoW Classic, Burning Crusade, and Wrath.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
okay, fine.
you don't tell anyone you're playing in Wrath, and they go, "Oh fuck, you go back in time or something." You're definitely playing the classic version.
Okay.
I remember
Okay.
Vanilla classic.
Yes.
A vanilla classic.
That's classic.
So classic now.
Shit.
I
Anyway,
didn't know what server to pick.
yeah.
And then I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know what server to pick. And I'd watched a bunch of Ty's videos. So I was like, I wonder what server they're on. So
You
I,
sniped us.
yes. And I was like, fuck it. I'll play on their server because my server was dead. I picked the most dead server on EU, basically.
Yeah.
I shit you not, it was me. I was the only person on the server. I
Yeah.
was running around questing. Saw, I think, one more person. I was like, I'm not spending time on this server.
Well then, what happened next?
I just leveled around. I think the first time I met one of you was Kaif, and it was in.
Oh, you were
Duskwood.
no mage, weren't you?
I don't remember. I think so. Yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think I remember now. Yeah.
Stream
I met
sniper.
you in Duskwood randomly in the graveyard.
Yeah, because I was dead.
No, I was a warlock.
Yeah, randomly.
You would have known something.
I was a gnome warlock.
Yeah.
Because we did the Pokemon thing.
Oh yeah,
Where-
I did like a thing where like we went to the Gurubashi
Gurubashi,
arena,
yeah,
and I chose people as my Pokemon,
yeah, and it was
and
you
then that
versus
sent
Stan.
them each into the arena to fight.
Yeah, it was you versus Stan, and Stan
Oh.
kept sending me into the worst possible lineups every time.
That sounds like something Stan would do. He's meant to be
Yeah.
good at Pokemon, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just shit the bed and throw.
Did Stan lose that?
Yes, I don't think he
Okay.
won a single fight.
Ah, okay, there we go then. And what happened?
And what happened then,
Uh,
Trico? How did you
no.
go from being Stan's Pokemon to joining our group?
I
very weird
think I ended up
sentence to say.
joining SCP because I think Ben sent out that you needed people.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll play SCP. I've never played it before, it sounds fun.
It's Ben's fault then.
Yes, blame Ben. Because I messaged Ben, I was like, can I join? And he's like, yeah, fuck it, sure.
We
Yeah.
now
and
know
then-
who to target.
Every
Ben.
now and then when
Oh.
you guys would play SCP, I'd ask to join. He's like, you don't fucking have to ask, just join. You have the
Aw,
IP. I was like, okay.
that's a bit aggressive, but okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Small bit.
It sounds like Ben.
Then I think from there I just started joining things randomly or get invited. I used
Yeah.
to play a lot of Valorant with Joe, Harley, and Mickey. I remember what
Then we
else.
made
I used
like
to play.
community around that time then, is it?
Yeah,
And then you
Okay.
just slowly transitioned from that to joining, right?
Wormed his way in. Like
It
every
has-
other person.
I remember
Fucking
you was
Ben.
still a community
my
gamer.
master plan.
used to-
We're meant to be like, yeah, we're really glad to have you here. And we're like, fuck's sake, Ben. How,
No, it's shit. I
how,
like you more as community.
how could he have done this?
I miss playing League with you, Chico. Come on. When you were community, we played so much League, like every day.
I
Yeah,
see
then
you got
I
into
read
SR.
What happened? And
you
you got into
ditched it, was it?
SR, and we never play League. That's not
No,
true.
that's a lie. We used to play League a lot when I was SR as well.
In his
True.
defense, I don't play anything with you lads.
Yeah, but
True.
is that out of choice or just out of, you know?
That's a choice.
Bit of column
What's
A,
the
bit
choice
of
from
column
your
B.
end? You don't fucking play anything.
That's true, but
That's
the last
true.
thing I did with you was a react.
oh yeah, that's true actually. And this now, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Plus, this is like yearly SR thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is a new year. So he has to make his appearance now.
Just got to be asked to come on like podcasts and stuff to just even get a fucking breath of Lars.
Exactly.
You
Oh,
play games with me, Lars? No.
what do you mean? Never asked.
What's the last game you played with me?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the last game? I have no idea. I'm looking through my games now.
Just too fucking cool for me, Lars.
Probably
He's
I
giga cool,
suppose.
isn't
Giga cool.
he? He has transcended the dweeb.
The only interaction I get with you
Category.
is fucking reacts and
Oh.
replying to your Twitter bangers.
He's found it.
The last time I think was Dread Hunger, and that might have been like August of last year or something.
No way.
Unbelievable.
No
I don't-
way.
I don't remember playing.
No chances of
the
being
game.
half a year.
No, maybe not half a year. Maybe that's over exaggerated. I don't
Did we
remember
play
when the
Dread
last
Hunger in
time-
October?
September, October, November, December, January. It's been about 5 months.
It's been a while, that's for sure.
Thanks,
I
Lars.
don't-
Appreciate
I don't
that,
know.
mate.
What I'm getting
but
out of
I
that is
want
we need to
to.
play League after we
What do
finish
you mean you
this.
want to?
I want to play games, but then every time when I either look on the calendar,
It's never
It's-
full.
It's your fault
yeah, I
now,
know,
guys.
but it's usually at times that don't really match with my schedule.
Your schedule. You just said that
Man,
you
it
did
is
fuck
big
all day.
schedule.
I
they
need
all-
to
hang on,
fit
right?
time into
So,
my schedule.
normally I go to
Jack
work.
off.
The
Tick.
time doesn't fit, right?
Ask
But then
Trico to play League.
we ask you to do stuff in the night, and you're like, I gotta go to bed early.
Yeah,
That's because he's playing
that's the
classic.
issue. Because I wake up early, then I go to bed, then I go to I wake up
I
early,
wake
I
up
go to
early.
work.
I go to bed.
Yeah, I never get out of bed.
That's why his schedule's always full.
But
It's just
I go to work, and then after work, I always go to the gym. So I'm home at like 6,
Always go to the
7
gym.
PM.
Always
And
go
then-
to the gym.
Like for example, today, well, today, on a normal day, it would have I wouldn't able to play because I would have still be at work then at gym. And
At
then,
You
work
work
at
at gym.
yeah, I've at my job there's a
So
gym.
Basically, you get back late in the evening, but you also
Yeah.
can't play in the evening because you gotta go to bed early.
Yeah, I'm a corporate fucking monster. I spend
Yeah, does
most
your
of my
life
time at
just
work.
revolve around work?
Lots of it.
Hold
yeah.
on.
That's not
Lars.
called a monster. That's
And
not a
uni.
slave.
Hold on, lads.
That's not corporate slave.
You've been in your job for like a month.
I know.
Why
And
didn't
I'm
you play
already a
before
corporate
then?
monster. Because I had a different job.
What, was there also a gym there?
Yes.
That's how it
That actually was. I'm not even joking.
Ah,
There
With
actually
those
was.
fucking gains then, Lars, you still look like a noodle.
Mate,
man,
he's a little
fucking
dweeb
shit.
like. He's about to get his abs out now. He's gonna be like, watch his voice. Hey, this is what it's all for.
How long you been going to the
I'll say
gym?
that. I usually have like an on and off relationship with the gym. So like I went really well from like June last year until September. Then I quit completely, and now since 3 weeks ago I started picking it up again.
Honestly, I don't know if at this point you're going to a gym or you're going to see a person called Jim, because you're describing it like the latter.
the
You're
gym
like,
as in,
oh, me and Jim have a real on and off again relationship.
Hell yeah. No.
It's actually
No,
a
it's
guy
just-
at the gym called Jim.
Hell,
He doesn't go to work out. He goes to flirt with Jim in the gym.
hell yeah, dude. I fucking love some gym.
Hopefully we'll play games together. Like,
Yeah, I
something.
know. I always feel bad. I always feel
Why
bad
don't you
because
change it then?
because I want to.
letting our relationship crumble, Lars.
Yeah, is it crumbling at the seams?
I don't know you anymore, mate.
No.
Who's
That's probably
Jim?
a good thing.
Jim's taking
No,
over.
I-
He's
I-
taking the
I'll-
place.
That's my New Year's resolution, to do better, play more video games.
So,
There you go.
I celebrate fucking be a better person kind of thing.
Yeah, fuck that shit. No,
Be a
it's
better
video
person,
games.
play games.
speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
League and you and
Mhm.
Trico,
Mhm.
we need to kind of get into how that started and who out of the two of you is better.
Oh. No. We're not doing this.
Yeah, we are. We need to
Every-
find out. We need to get to the bottom of this. There's a reason you stopped playing. And was it because
Statistically,
Trico
it's
is just
me.
too good for you? Or is it because, you're too good for Trico and he doesn't want to play? We need to
No,
figure
we
this
just
out.
stopped playing because League sucks ass.
Yeah.
That kind of League sucks.
It's League's
I don't
fault.
really like it. It is. Okay,
What
Trico
changed
is
about it?
I don't
Items.
know.
It's always been
Vaulting.
Summoner's Rift and 5 champions on
it's-
each team.
Items, Drake, map changes,
I
balance
think-
changes.
The biggest
Still
one
the
at the
same
time,
map,
I think,
though,
was Chemdrake. I think Chemdrake really killed it for us.
What,
I mean,
old
that was the
Chem
last
Drake
time
where
we
you
played.
Oh, that
respawn.
first Chemdrake, yeah,
The way you
it
could
did suck.
visit. I know it's back now.
It was
Yeah,
sick.
this
I
guy
loved
killed
old
it.
Chem
This
Drake.
new one's cool.
It like enhances plants and shit, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
you-
actually really
yeah.
cool.
I've had some surprising kills bouncing off a plant, and they're like, holy shit, you went a fucking distance.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I want to play League again.
What I'm hearing is Trico's just too good for you.
Trico is better at League.
Said it, clip it. Clip it.
Maybe it's in the podcast. It's going to be there forever now.
Trico is better. I'm not
I
gonna
want that
deny
as a
it.
sub
But-
sound.
The issue is always when we played. Don't deny it, Trico. Trico would die in like the first 2 minutes, and he'd be like, "Oh, this game sucks. Fuck Senna or fuck Zoe," and then it would be over. I knew it.
No.
It was, and then the whole.
You're right.
But I
was
loved
a
it.
sin.
But I loved it. Every moment of it, of Trickle getting
Oh, so
mad
you
and
said
then me
that
getting
you
mad
did
is.
counter jungle immediately went, fuck this shit
Yeah.
top laner.
Oh yeah,
Was
if I
that-
got
was that
counter
duo
jungle,
queuing,
I'd
was
try
there?
stop.
Yes.
Yeah. It
Why
was
would you?
wonderful.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Hey,
Yeah,
it's not
Lars,
just
I was
duo
the worst
queue.
combo
We just
ever.
raged at each other.
Why?
It was
Why would you play
so fun.
League that doesn't involve at least 4 friends?
No,
Because
Kai, hold
we-
on. They did this even with friends.
Fair.
I've played
a
with
lot of
both
people
of them
were winning this
together,
shit.
and they would argue during that
Always.
as well.
But in a
I
weird,
want to
sadistic
play
way,
League
I loved
on
it.
last now.
I loved it.
I
loved
don't know if
every
it'll be
moment
the
of it.
same, but it'll be
I want to
interesting.
switch
No, it's
sides every
probably a
5
different
seconds.
vibe,
One of
but-
them makes a point, and I'm like, that's a great point.
When we were grinding League really hard, we got super toxic against each other, but it was so much fun because we knew neither of us meant it, but we called each other like the worst shit.
Oh
It
God!
was fucking
It'd always be like
great.
after the game, you're like, I fucking hate you. I did other game? Another game?
Yeah, then we played another
I can't fucking stand playing with you again.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
Yeah,
let's
it
keep
go
it
like
going.
that, and then we just do
You
another
was
one.
trash. Did you again?
And for like hours, it was wonderful.
I think I've
See,
played
Trickle
League
is
with you
like
before,
really-
Lars, and I think you tilted off like the edge of the world that one time I played with you.
We played League. We played League a bunch. What's that?
I don't think we played that much.
No, we played a good amount of League.
I think
I remember.
we played like at max like 5 games together.
No, that's bullshit.
No, we definitely only played like 5 games
Bullshit.
together.
We played
Hi,
way
it must have
more
been
League
with Jim.
together. Maybe with Jim nowadays.
Yeah, me and Jim look the same. That's why.
Exactly.
Like I just remember like one time I played with you and you were just gone.
Oh yeah, old me
every
was
time.
very bad with League of Legends. Now I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Old League, I would fucking lose
Mate,
it.
Until he
whenever
starts
you
now
play
I-
Lars, oh my God, Lars, you
Now I
have
fake
the
lose it.
best. You have the best attitude when it comes to League because everything is everything is overpowered. Everything sucks.
Exactly.
Everything is ridiculous. You'll be there and you'll be like, you'll pick a character and go, oh, I'm gonna fucking dominate with this. A minute in, you die, and you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have picked this character.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
"God,
I
why
know,
did I pick
it's
this
so
character? Oh my God, I should have picked this one. And then the next game, you'll pick that one, and you'll do it all again.
Exactly.
There's
Yeah.
one item in League that's fucking busted. And it's
That's why I
that
want
heart
to
steal
fit in.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been nerfed now. I don't know what they changed to it, but like it's disgusting. You're fighting a tank. You're healthy, and about like you're 10 seconds into the fight, and your health bar disappears because the
Yeah,
guy's
sounds
got
about
like
right.
600 stacks on his heart steal. It's minging.
Stupid. Oh, Christ.
It really does seem like they've just been like balancing, just fucking, who cares? We'll fix it later. Just throw new items.
Yeah,
in.
that does seem like what they do. They like chuck a couple items here in the preseason. It's an absolute hell. And then as the season goes on, they start fixing them. Like that Heartsteel was so broken at the start. We were doing stuff like Heartsteel Vega. Because
No
you'd
idea
be
what Heartsteel is.
Heartsteel,
It's-
you gain health every time you how many is it? You hit a champion 3 times? Something like
No,
that?
it's after you've been in combat for 3 seconds and you hit the
That's dumb
champion.
as fuck.
You
Okay,
get
yeah.
permanent max health.
And then you would take
I
that
think
with
stacks infinitely
Grasp of
as
the
well.
Undying on Vega. So you'd be
Mhm.
stacking this immense amount of health. But you'd also be getting free AP from, killing stuff with your Q. So you're this Vega running around with something like 600 AP, but you got like 5k health.
That sounds dumb as fuck.
The worst part about that, Lois, is that the cooldown isn't on the item, it's on the champion. So in a team fight, you can
As
just
in?
go around hitting every single person on the enemy team and get like 300 health.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't want to play League of Legends anymore. I want to play Dota.
It's okay, they nerfed that.
Mate, that's like going from
That's worse.
fucking heroin to cocaine.
I've never played Dota.
Like-
I've never played Dota.
Lars,
I've played
you
a
can
lot of Dota,
you
it's
can
not
get
worth it.
killed in Dota, right? And not
Yeah.
even see the person on your screen.
Really?
Yes.
Oh fuck no, I wouldn't like that.
Some of the team fights
Not
you
for me.
have are like an insane range, and the worst part is that sometimes your champion might not even be one champion. You might have like 2 of you or 3 of you, or there's one guy where you can
There's,
have hundreds of you.
There's
That sounds.
oh, what is this called? It's oh god, it starts with an M. But you control like 6 of them. Yeah, Meepo. You control like 6 of them.
Ah,
and if
fucking
one-
Meepo.
If
What
one
the fuck?
dies,
There's a guy called
all
Meepo, and
die.
you could basically just
Meepo.
play in every lane if you
He's
want.
like Timo, except 6 of you.
Yeah, and if
Fuck
one
yeah.
of them die, all of them die.
Play a little Meepo.
There's also
That's kind of cool, actually.
There's a guy where like when you attack, I think it's when you get a last hit on a minion, you have a chance of spawning another one of you, and you can just have hundreds of you.
Lars, we should
I
not
can't
be
remember what it's
convincing
called.
you to go
I
towards
think
Dota.
of Phantom Lancer.
No, I'll never play Dota. Don't worry.
It's like when
Phantom
we played.
Lancer.
We played Valorant recently, and Glenn the entire time's like, CS:GO 2's coming out soon. We should
Yep,
play
that's
that.
the guy. That's the guy. Fucking Phantom
We're
Lancer.
doing the exact same thing. We're all playing League, and like we're talking about Dota instead. Can't be doing that. We got to be loyal.
Stay loyal to
The
the game.
nice thing about Dota games is that they usually last long enough for you to actually do a comeback.
I thought you were
Where
going to
in
say it
League,
lasts
it's like
long
you-
enough for you to cook or go to the toilet or something.
That too, actually, you can be dead for like 2 minutes at a time. I think
Sure, actually,
I remember that in.
I wouldn't
oh,
even mind.
it's a minute and a half. I've been dead at one point.
Do you remember the old League loading screens where because it was when people had worse computers
Oh yeah,
and it would take forever to
mate,
get into a game?
I miss those days. I miss like we get into the game, we pick all our champions, you go on the loading screen, and be like, everyone would just walk away from the PC to go make a cuppa.
Yeah, it would take so long.
Mhm.
You can't
I
do
would
that anymore.
routinely. There was. I've said this a bunch of times, but I don't think anybody believes me when I say it. There was one time where I was doing solo queue way back, and I was in a loading screen, and I went for a shower really, really quickly, and came back, and I was still in the loading screen. It was obviously not a very thorough shower. It was in quick.
Hey, as long as you get the
wash
arsehole and the penis.
Mate,
and
that
the
was it.
armpits,
That
you're
was
good.
it. It was just boosh, out, dry, run back to computer, still in loading screen. It was fucking mad.
Here's a question for you though, boys.
Yeah.
Do you wash your assholes?
Of course I
Obviously,
do.
yes.
Okay. So it's so surprising to me that there are people who don't.
There's no way.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
hard,
way
yeah.
somebody doesn't
Oh,
wash
yeah.
their bumhole.
I'm not
There's
surprised.
no way.
There's some disgusting people out there.
There's been times where I've gone for a poo and I'm like, I'll use the whole roll of toilet roll. So I'll give it a once over and then I'll shower and I'll just be like, get deep and thorough, clean it all. Because I'm like, there's no coming back from this. You're having such a vile movement that you just can't come back. So you
I
have to
worry
watch.
about your shit.
Hey,
Yeah, you
it's
take
ti-
insane shit.
Yeah. I mean, I've always had issues with my stomach and stuff since I was young, so it's just
Hell yeah.
How many times you poop a day?
Me too.
depends really.
It's the average.
I don't know, like it. Like I've not. No, I think I've gone once today.
Cool.
And that's it, like it for the moment. But there has been some days where it's been like 4 or 5 times.
You need more fiber in your diet.
Those are no. It's too much fiber, and
Oh.
those days I've had like something like really spicy or like I don't know, something that just hasn't agreed with me. But I don't know. When I go to the toilet, I get my phone out. I just start watching like programs. I'll play games on it. I can be there for ages. I'm just like, all right. I wait until it's all gone, and then I'm like, cool. Let's go back to life.
I get that. I feel you. I feel you in that.
Thanks, man.
It's not a guarantee I'll poop every day.
No,
Damn.
there's.
What do you got? Like you guys poop every day?
Yeah, I got.
Mostly, yeah.
I don't know.
I have IBS, so like
Oh well, that
I can also have days where I shit like 4 or 5 times.
So that's it. I went to the doctor before to ask about it because I was like, it's beyond. Like, what the fuck's going on? And they were like, yeah, it's IBS. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
All right, then. Don't know what the fuck to do to fix that, but okay.
Nothing. You just gotta live with it.
It's,
You can't.
it is just one of those things, isn't it?
You kind of feel like I kind of know what will trigger it. So like I
Oh.
know what I can eat and what not. Like I kind
Oh.
of get a feel for it.
I thought you were going to say, you know when you need to go. Like, for me,
yeah.
I could be
I get
sat
like
here.
crazy cramps.
I don't get that. I don't know. I get this like I'll just be fine for a while, and then there'll be a point where I'll go, oh, okay. All right, in, I don't know, 10 minutes, I'm going to need to go for it. So I'm like, prepare and then go. It's weird. Although,
How do you
I imagine most
prepare?
people will go, I don't know, just stop what I'm doing. I don't go play a game. I don't get into a game of League. I don't, do something important. I'm just like, I'm gonna clear
You
my
just eat
schedule.
whatever you want, though, don't you, Sam? You just
Yeah.
other than like meat and stuff, but like you'll just fucking eat anything and deal with the consequence later.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I have like, I don't know, like, so I think most people when they get older have some form of like, I don't want to say dairy, but lactose kind of intolerance, like at least a little bit of it. Because I think that sets her off as well. But
Unfortunately, I haven't got that yet because I really fucking like tea.
I'm at the point in life where I'm like, who gives a shit? I'll just
Actually,
do whatever. I'll eat whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna die sometime. I might die tomorrow. So who gives a shit?
Jesus. I used to when I used to drink coffee, that would almost immediately make me need to go for a shit.
Yeah.
These days, it doesn't.
No, I think you kind of get used to it. It doesn't for me.
Maybe.
With coffee, for me, you know how it makes everybody else wake up? It puts me to sleep. Like, if I drink coffee, I can have it, and then I could literally finish a coffee and be like, all right, I'm going to bed.
If that's the case, you should see what happens when you stop drinking coffee.
I've done that, and I've just...
You'll get the most pounding headache of your entire life.
Oh, so I did that, I think it was last year. I stopped drinking all caffeine for, I think it was like a month and a half or so. I felt great. It was really nice, but it was awful for the first, like, week and a half. It was... Oh, I hated it.
People told me, right, if you give up drinking fizzy drinks and caffeine and all that stuff and you drink mostly water, you'll feel the benefits immediately. So I only drink water now and occasionally tea. There's no benefits. I'm just hydrated.
I think that is supposed to be the benefit.
When I
was hydrated when I drank too much fizzy drinks anyway.
I actually noticed it when I maybe not cutting out coffee and drinks and stuff, but when I focused on drinking water more, I did feel really good. I felt really awake. I felt really like just brilliant. And then there's Lars doing it.
Hey, you triggered me to drinking water now.
I felt really fucking good. I don't drink water at the moment. I can't fucking be arsed. I'm just like, what? Did you just tip your drink everywhere?
No, Lars just dropped the fucking bottle.
It's probably like a benefit.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice anything.
Being hydrated, like proper full-on hydrated, is really, really good. Like, I don't know, I feel really good when I'm like fully hydrated, but I just like fucking Lucozade and coffee and stuff like that too much. So I'm just like, why am I gonna fucking bother?
Because I drank like an excessive amount of like Pepsi Max and stuff, that the whole dehydration thing I didn't notice it.
Yeah,
because
that makes sense.
People will say like if you drink caffeinated drinks, they dehydrate you, but like it's not. You're still getting like liquid content anyway, just in an excessive amount. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's definitely benefits to just drinking water.
Well, I think there's
like you always get those health gurus who are like, oh, you'll feel more energetic, your fucking bones will miraculously like fix. It's bullshit.
Well, it's the same thing as when people say about getting more protein in your diet. It like getting like a good deal of protein each day in like a proper good amount will give you health benefits and stuff. But it's
weird because like
there
are areas in the world that are like called, well, in Europe anyway, that are called like blue zones, and they're basically places which have like the highest average lifespan, and those people have heavy carb diets, not protein.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's like loads of stories of people like getting to 100 years old who smoke all the time and drink,
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I'm fucking good. And that's the women. The men, just, oh goodness me.
It was this I think I watched like a documentary with like Zac Efron, and he went to a blue zone, and like he followed the life of this super old guy, and he would go to the pub every day and have a pint. The guy was like 100.
I think
I feel like.
Oh, sorry. Go first.
Okay, but I feel like if you do shit like that for like your entire life, I feel like your body's just gonna get resistant to like a bunch of shit.
Probably
because it just
so you gotta take poison every day.
Fucking yeah, sure.
Yeah, just drink a little bit of poison every day, you'll become resistant to it.
That is
You
a
heard it
big
here
thing.
first.
Isn't that,
Drink
how it works.
snake venom.
isn't that that's what the snake trainers do, right?
Yeah.
Introduce
They-
little bits of venom into themselves, become resistant to it.
I think people did it with like. I don't want to say cyanide because I think that is slightly too much.
I don't think you've got
But I don't
resistant
think
to
you
cyanide.
could. I'm
Is
like,
a little bit. Is there a little bit of
tiny,
cyanide in avocado seeds?
It's
in-
in
in
something.
apple seeds.
Apple seeds as
Poppy-
well. Yeah,
Poppy seeds, I think, as well.
Okay.
a lot of
Oh, no,
seeds.
but-
I think one of the things with people who do whatever the fuck they want and live to be really old is maybe it's because they don't stress about these things and they're just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever, I'm just gonna live my life. Maybe that's what's helping them,
Definitely.
is the lack of stress, because they just don't worry about it and they just go about living their
stress
life.
completely shuts down like multiple
Yeah.
parts of your body.
Oh, stress ruins me. It's awful. It's literally in everybody's day to day. It's horrendous. But yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Coming back to my reading, now what I'm reading right now is a book on how to give less of a fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it. It's called something like that. Wait. Oh shit.
I think I might
How to
have,
give zero fucks.
I think I might have read the book he's on about.
Oh mate, you can tell he's gone to the gym. Look how hench he looks. What a fucking big boy.
My current book,
Oh,
The subtle art of not giving a fuck.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's what I'm
nice.
reading right now.
Is it good?
It's actually quite good. Yeah, I really like it.
The funny thing
So-
is, Lars, is you are anything but subtle.
How does that
Yeah, I
that book help you? What is it? You open a book and it's like, right, how did I give a fuck? I just stop caring.
Kind of. It's just it's
You're
like
depressed, just don't be sad, bro.
but it's like a lot of anecdotal
Big word
stories
too.
where it's like, in the end, whatever you do, it doesn't, you can stress about it, but what's gonna happen is gonna happen. So who gives a fuck? And I'm like, that's kind of true actually.
I think
But it's just a fun read.
lot of the books that kind of, give self-help advice, I think the majority of them is less about them just, I keep looking off in the distance, but it's like I'm looking at the camera, so I'm not staring into the camera while I do this, by the way. I think a lot of them is less of a how to teach you, how to not give a fuck. It's more of like, it gives you the tools so that you can recognize like patterns to like stop yourself worrying too much or stressing about things instead. I think a lot of like self-help books kind of do that, where like, I don't know, something happens and you have a reaction and it teaches you to, it's like, oh, I recognize what reaction I'm having, and then you can kind of break that down and deal with that and just be like, oh, I now know why this and this is happening, and it helps you not, overthink it. Or maybe, I don't know, I've not read that book. I might have to, Lars, if you say it's good.
What this book does for me, it's like sometimes especially in the COVID years, I started getting a lot of panic attacks because I was getting very little social interaction next to like the computer, because you couldn't go out, you can do a lot of stuff. And it started giving me a lot of panic attacks. And now this book, when I read it, it kind of I kept having them. So when I'd go out clubbing again, but then suddenly there's a lot of people, so I'd get panic attacks because there's a lot of people.
I get that.
And then this book now realizes the kind of silliness of it, because I'm not in like any dangerous situation or like anything. It does help a little bit. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's kind of nice.
Isolation did not help.
No.
When I went out for the first time, I was like overwhelmed. I went, oh fuck, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I even struggled to go to the cinema when it was like 10 people in there.
I get it now when I'm in a room full of people, even if I know them all really well. If there's too many people nearby, I start stressing out about it, and like I start kind of being like, I kind of want to like pull myself away from it and like just go somewhere else, because I'm like, I just want to go and like, we have it with the office where there's like loads of people. When we have like a big group of people come down, when we had Patet, Johanna, Swift, we had Joe down, I think other people were down as well. We had loads of people in the office, and I was like, I could sit out there with everybody else, but it's kind of stressing me out. So instead, I'm going to come and sit down in my office, because, I can sit here. There's potential for one, maybe two chairs here. I'm just like, cool, I can have my own.
Yeah.
Just relax. It's COVID fucked us.
That doesn't
proper
necessarily
fucked
have to be a bad thing always.
us. No,
It's okay to look for your safe space, but
yeah, it's quite a I want to say human reaction, but that sounds stupid. Quite a natural reaction to find yourself in a situation that stresses you out, and instead of staying in that, to pull yourself away and go somewhere that doesn't stress you out. So
That happened to me during Christmas.
yeah, I had that as well.
I got overwhelmed because like everyone was in one small room, and my cousins have a couple of 6-year-olds. And They were
Yeah.
like throwing their toys around and stuff like that. I was like, I just walked out in the kitchen. I just stood there for a bit.
Yeah, Christmas with Ebbs' family is nuts. There's like 20, 30 people all in
What
like
the fuck?
they have like really big family social gatherings because everyone knows everyone in Iceland. They're all related.
Yeah.
So
oh shit.
like Christmas Day wasn't too bad on the 24th. You know, they'd be like 6 or 7 of us. They had like constant gatherings over Christmas. There must have been like 7 gatherings over the course of 10 days. And like on one of them there was like 30 people, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, Ebbs, do you know everyone here? She's like, well, not everyone.
Most of them.
And they're all drunk, and I don't drink. I also don't speak their language. So there's that barrier of like trying to speak slow to make sure I don't go into fucking Welsh mode. But yeah. Getting used to that was fucking hard. Especially when Christmas for me is like 8 people.
Yeah.
That's it, innit? It is hard to kind of take yourself and put yourself in that different environment. But fair play to you. You fucking stuck it out. And did you enjoy your time with it?
Yeah, I mean, actually turned out like the 30 people social gathering was easier.
Oh, really?
Didn't really have to speak that much. Everyone was drunk and moving around, talking to each other, and I was like, I was just eating the snacks off the table. As the smaller gatherings, though, harder for me.
I always, whenever there's loads of people, I always feel like I'm in the way. So I like I'm not like, you know, like people will be having a conversation, and I'm also stood there, and I'm like, this is.
Oh mate, at one point,
Ugh.
I was like trying to find a spot where I wasn't in the way. So it was sort of like the kitchen and the living room is connected. So I stayed up at the kitchen eating the snacks, and the person hosting the party was like, right, if you're there, you're serving everyone hot chocolate. So every time someone came up, and they make the hot chocolate in like a big saucepan. I was like, fuck, I'm serving people drinks now. This is not what I wanted. So I have to serve people until we run out. Yeah, they just don't give a fuck like that.
You just quickly like, all right, where's the biggest cups I can give people so this runs out faster? Here you go. Have this tankard. There you go. Hot chocolate. Yeah, exactly. And for you, a special drink. The whole saucepan.
You're very thirsty, my son.
I've never seen people like make hot chocolate in a saucepan before.
Oh, we do it.
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it. Yeah.
I get mine in a powder from Nestle.
Before
the world.
I think it was about 3 years ago. I had this velvetizer bought for me, which is like a fancy hot chocolate thing, where like it mixes it all for you. But before I had that, I would make it with a saucepan where you like do it over. Just fucking add chocolate.
How do you do on a saucepan then? Do you like actually get like? Do you get like what, cooking chocolate or what?
No, I just fucking
just regular.
I just grabbed the fucking
So you get
bars of chocolate and broke them up.
You get regular chocolate and you boil it, is it?
You basically like I obviously might not be doing it right, but how I did it was I would just boil the milk. Well, not boil, but like heat it up, because boiling is a bit gross. But heat up the milk and then just fucking add the chocolate to it and just slowly stir it.
That's what we did as well.
Like a powder, is it?
No, like I'd literally get like a.
Oh, the chocolate would melt in the milk.
I'd get a Terry's chocolate oranges. I'd fucking break them up. I'd just slice them up and chuck them in, and they would just slowly melt in.
Oh, that's a banging idea. There's Terry's chocolate orange hot chocolate.
Amazing,
like
honestly, it was so good. It was. I
love those.
It's actually the best. I might fucking nip by Asda or something on the way back and pick one up and go make some. Oh, I need to pick up milk. I think I have milk in my fridge at home from like November because I just don't drink. I've been in the office. I don't fucking drink it anymore.
It's chewable milk.
This is why we started using long life milk.
We have the same.
The other day.
Even in the office, like you need long life milk because what was it?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
had to pour out milk.
It was chunky.
Like 2 months ago, and I was like, all right, it's gonna smell a bit as the milk comes out, and all you hear is just.
It was. Oh, it's so gross,
I was like, this chunky milk come out the bottom. I was like, oh, that's rank.
mate.
My family has the opposite issue. My dad drinks milk all the time. That's all he drinks.
Really?
Yes. So
At
he
home,
buys,
I
like,
normally get through all the milk. Even the. If it was normal milk, I wouldn't get through it. It's long life, I normally get through.
It's one or the other. I either drink all the milk, like quite fast, or I don't touch it and it goes out of date. It depends on like how much coffee I've got, or like I'm having, or like tea or something like that. But I would
Yeah, we
normally
don't-
get
we
through
don't
it
do
with
cereal,
Yeah, I
milk.
keep
so-
forgetting. Yeah, you do fucking milk in the tea.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting. It's
Well,
weird.
yeah, I mean,
But we have
but
black tea. We don't
I
have.
have to, I
Yeah.
have to
fruity
explain this
tea.
to Ebs. It's like the tea we have is not like their tea. I wouldn't put milk in fucking berries and raspberry, you know?
Yeah.
It's just black tea.
I don't like the
good.
fruity teas.
Oh, they're so good though.
They're
I have a
not.
I don't mind
mango
them, I
tea
just-
and it
I
fucking
find it-
slaps.
I find them boring.
They,
I find black tea.
I had a
too.
strawberry. No, was it strawberry? No, I don't know. It might have been that. I was like, oh, this will be really nice. I tasted it and I was like, this is fucking disgusting. I was like, what is this shit? Oh my god, this is awful. Maybe
The
I just
green
need to
tea,
go in with a better, mindset.
Nah. The green
I
tea
got 'em.
Simon brought into the office was absolutely incredible.
Green tea's good.
Was
The
it green
Kirkland
tea?
tea.
Oh.
Yeah, it's green
To
tea.
be honest, I've not really tried tea.
No, black tea is nice, but that obviously UK talk. You have black tea. You fucking boil water and put it in, and let it steep for a bit, and then take the bag out and put a little bit of milk in. Bam, it's done, and it's good. You can add sugar to it if you want. You can do whatever, but it is a fucking good cuppa. But I don't know the flavored ones. I don't fucking know.
Mate,
I might have to
in
just try
Iceland, they thought I was mental having milk in my tea. Like, I went there, I think 2 years ago, and I bought tea bags. And when I went back this Christmas,
They
they
were
still
still
had
there.
the same tea bags I had. They don't do that stuff. Good though.
No.
Yeah,
I find the black tea is like English tea here, but I find it way too strong. I don't like it. I like
that's
the
why you
lighter
add
teas.
milk.
Just tea bag it a little. Just like if it's too strong, just dip it in a couple times.
Yeah, but then I'd rather get the mango tea, which is delicious.
Yeah, we can't have milk with that.
I
Fucking
don't
black
know-
tea is
I don't
delicious
want
too.
milk.
It's
I don't need
just
milk.
if it's too strong, you steep it for less, and you add milk and a bit of
Lars,
sugar.
let me teach you how to make a cup of tea, right? Put the bag in with milk, right? Stir the bag in, then take the bag out, add some water, and then put in like 5 cubes of sugar. And that's how you make tea.
That's
Oh.
so
That's
much
the,
sugar.
that's the
way
official
too
way.
much
sugar.
Trust. That's the official way to make it.
Ah, no.
Yeah, that's
I see.
so
I
much
see.
sugar. Fuck that.
He's teaching
What
you how to
the-
make.
There's gonna be
Oh.
people watching this who just make the most abysmal tea you've ever seen.
I'm gonna try it.
Don't do it that way. It's actually disgusting. That's not how you do it. It's always
I don't
water
think
first.
any of the flavor of the tea
then
will make it
milk.
into the milk.
You steep it first, so that it's a good chunk of fucking tea broth, and then you add the milk in to like top her off.
People
can't
still
do it
bring
without
up the
milk.
tea I made like 3 years ago, which was like a white tea.
Yeah.
And it was only because I didn't have any tea bags. So you know, like the PG Tips box with all like the little grains at the bottom. I poured that
You
into
didn't.
a strainer.
Oh,
No, because it's
God.
still the same thing. I poured it into
Yeah.
a strainer, but it wasn't enough to like affect the tea in any way.
So you just
So
drank
it was
You just
so
drank-
white.
hot water and milk.
It still tasted like tea. It was just very white. I got my fix.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
I've
why when you
got
watch the video, you can see like little grains at the top.
the tea bags I have. I don't know what it is. I don't know how, but they're just sweeter. Like so I don't eat sugar, and it's just fucking good. Oh, it's good. I love it. It's so much better. I did try to drink it without milk, and I ended up kind of liking it after a while, but I hated the transition. It was like drinking black coffee over coffee with milk. But then, as soon as you get used to milk again, it's just different gravy. You just can't. Yeah.
I couldn't. I don't know how people can like drink like black coffee. Well, I mean, I can see why people drink black coffee because they like it, right? But
Yeah.
for me, I drink it and it's so it's just bitter and bland
sick,
for me.
let's go.
Coffee makes me shit myself. I don't drink it anymore. I used to because I used to.
He's
So that
literally
is a
just like
certified Lars banger.
he
that
just
is.
goes. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
oh
Yeah.
no, Mom, it's happened again.
No,
Lars,
Sam,
that was on the level of
on the toilet.
I was literally on the level of I like golf.
I do like golf. Golf's
Mate,
good.
he sat there,
Golf is
coffee
so
in
good.
hand,
It's
sat
just
on the
out of
toilet,
nowhere.
donut on his cock. Ugh.
Man, it's rude.
Do you remember the time when Lars fucked a donut?
Yeah.
No, I never did anything of the because people they're not gonna have seen the fucking first episode. And they're gonna watch this, and then they think I actually did it.
Anyone who's
did?
not seen the first
No.
episode, Lars fucked the donut. Go watch the previous episode with him to find out why.
I didn't. I did not.
Did not.
I did not.
He just gently teased the donut.
No.
Oh,
I
you're
ate
a
it like
dirty
regular
little
human
donut.
being.
He's literally just sat there like, yeah, talk to you.
I put it back in the fridge.
The good thing is, my microphone covered that at the perfect angle. You know. Good lord.
No, I don't drink coffee
Do some
anymore.
aftercare with it as well.
So Trico.
This is your episode, Trickle. Come on. Shine.
Aside from
That's how you are.
getting bullied by Lars in League,
Yeah.
and you know,
And Joe on Valorant.
and
Hard
Joe on
Valorant.
Valorant, and everybody in every game.
Yeah.
What else do you like doing? What else tickles you pickle? What do you do in your spare time?
I
Masturbate.
I'll like
Chronically
furious.
masturbate.
I got into photography for a while.
Yeah?
Nice.
What the fuck?
I used to just walk around. I did it as a form of exercise as well. I just
Yeah.
walk around the city, just looking at things, taking pictures of things that I looked.
Oh, that's
I
really
found
cool.
it
What the
pretty.
fuck? Nice.
I ended up walking a lot because of it.
I mean, you can
That's
never walk
nice.
too much.
True.
I wanted to make some terrible jokes there.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Nah.
Ah.
Howard.
Pussy. Oh, he even called you a
Wow.
coward.
No, I was just gonna start just making references to like, the photos of just creeping on people,
Oh,
It's like in the bushes.
Professional stalker.
ghillie suit.
I really like photography. Fucking ladies walking up. Trico.
You know those TikToks when someone's at the party and you see like a girl who has like heels, and then there's always a guy who has like the camera like this. And he's like, "Ooh."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's like taking pictures of their feet. Yeah.
What is in your TikTok for you?
Feet pics apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
On the concept of stalkers, right? But in Japan, right, all phones
Oh.
are shipped with a shutter noise when you take photos. That's
Yeah,
how bad it
so
is.
And it has
Yeah.
to go off because of all the creeps upskirting. Yeah.
That is.
I've seen people
weird.
who have strapped cameras to their feet so that they'll walk behind women and then take a
Wait,
pic-
you personally seen them or just seen
No,
them?
like videos of it. Where they'll like
I've seen tutorials.
stick their foot underneath and like take a picture of it.
Oh, no.
Mate, it's
What
wild.
the fuck?
I mean,
Dude.
it is seeing the length some people go to take pictures like that.
And all they would see is basically a fucking like ham sandwich. There's not even anything like it's not even anything too exciting. It's just
That's a
Fucking
nice
ham
way to
sandwich.
Talk about a lady's bits.
it's
Ebs said worse.
yeah, she described her as a fucking kebab the other day. Oh,
Badly
Christ.
wrapped kebab.
Badly, yeah, that was a good lord.
How did the culture get to that? Where it's like people, it's such a problem of creeping and taking up skirts.
Maybe it's because I'm shooting in the dark here, but it might be something to do with like how how strict they are, and like people, their pornography's blurred, etc., where everything's quite strict. Maybe it's just like people wanted to have like a different kind of release, so they're just like, let's fucking creep on people. Voyeurism.
She's a real fucking pussy.
I think it might have something to do with what you said, where they like pixelate everything, so they're like doing anything they can to like not get pixelated stuff.
Yeah.
That could be something.
Are you saying like if you give Japanese people access to just complete unrestricted filth, it might creep less?
As in just that
Maybe.
the unrestricted
Possibly, who
filth
knows,
that
actually.
we can watch.
Might also just be something to do with the fact that isn't Japan's birth rate like declining rapidly, something like that?
I don't
I think
think
birth rates
China.
I think birth rates across the world are
Yeah, but I think
decreasing now.
Japan's like very bad because their work culture is just so bad that people just don't have the energy to do it.
I think their work culture's getting better now. I think they have like
That's
mandatory like you have to go home times now.
That's good because I remember hearing like horror stories of them working like 16,
'cause,
16 hours a day, but like insane hours per day, and they just don't have the energy to do anything.
It's like the team player culture. Like if you're the first to go home, then you're not a team player.
Yeah.
So
I don't give a fuck about that.
yeah.
At
When I
five,
was
I'm
at-
fucking...
when I was in work, it was like, oh, it's 5 to 5. Well, technically, get into my locker and all my stuff is on the clock as well. So, and then you clock out bang on a second after 5 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
or you just forgot the clock in all the time and then you did whatever you wanted. Thanks, Tesco.
Tesco. You work at Tesco.
I did when I was younger. I worked at Tesco.
Yeah,
worked
boy.
on
Was it
worked
shit?
on checkouts, which wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Tesco's
And
always
then-
shit, mate.
I worked on .com, which is basically just collecting all the online shopping. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the fucking best. Until they said I wasn't allowed to walk around with my iPod in anymore.
Yeah.
And then I was like, here.
I see ya.
You literally sit there with
Fair enough.
music in and just fucking wander around bagging stuff, being like, yeah, okay. And then they stopped it.
It's because, like, when you're in Tesco, if you're wearing a uniform anywhere in the store, you are like,
People can come and approach you.
yeah, you are like working and you are
Oh, yeah.
customer service. So if you had earphones in, then people couldn't ask you questions.
Just, fuck people enjoying their job, right?
In it.
That was never for me. The supermarket type work. I did it for 3 months
Oh,
and then I
dude.
quit because I got in an
Retail.
argument with my boss.
Retail is one of the worst fucking experiences I've ever had. I fucking hate
It's
it.
a hard job dealing with people,
It is hell.
especially like when they complain about like discounts and stuff. And you have to like go through like the tiny text in the coupon and be like, bro, this fucking expired like 7 years ago. Or like if something wasn't discounted but it said it on the shelf and then you have to get a team leader. Or people just having a go at you because they got no one else to have a go at.
It's
The
really
latter one.
Yep.
is
It's
a
really
lot.
sad the amount of people that have issues in their life, and instead of dealing with it themselves, they come in and scream at somebody who's, nothing to do with it, just to make themselves feel better. It's insane. It's
I worked
actually
at
stupid.
a call center for 3 months.
Yep, the same thing.
It was, I shit you not, I think second week of taking calls, I had someone calling in saying that they were going to call the police on me. Me personally.
Nice.
I was like, what the fuck did I do? They're like, well, you didn't do anything, but your company scammed me. I was like,
It's
try and prove that.
insane.
Oh mate, I worked in a call center for 6 months before I quit full time for YouTube, and like I was working in upgrades, as in like people would
Oh,
call up to
God.
upgrade their package.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're literally coming in to be sold to, and they still would scream at me. I actually had a worse time in a call center than I did knocking people's doors to sell them stuff. I suppose that's because people are pussies in real, like,
Yeah,
in person,
that's mostly that.
and then some are
I-
not.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
I think the majority, I think everybody at some point in their life should work retail. Because ever since I did, I'm so much nicer to people. Yeah, I wasn't a dick beforehand, but like I
Yeah,
am
same.
overly nice now. Because it's overly nice for me. Okay.
I
Okay,
don't. I
still
literally
an
don't
asshole.
complain about everything. Like if I get
Still an
the
asshole.
wrong, if I get delivered like the wrong food in a restaurant, I'm like, I guess I'm eating that now.
If I get
unless
delivered the wrong
Joe's
food,
with you, Joe's gonna fucking play
Oh,
out.
but I love Joe for that reason. He fucking drills into anyone. I feel like he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't know. I drove through a Costa. Well, this is the same Costa I go every day.
drove
but I
through a
managed to-
Costa. Fucking hell. How
Yeah,
much
right
did that
through the
cost
front
you?
entrance, dude. Right through. I went through the drive-through, right, and you can
Yeah.
literally see on their screen they have like targets, like your average time to serve a customer and deliver their order. And this Costa I go to, there's no one ever there. There's no one ever going through the drive-through, and I can't imagine being called up on your targets when it literally doesn't fucking matter. Like
Yeah.
nobody's there waiting. It's
mad.
always empty, but they still have fucking time targets to serve.
It's quite
fuck is a
crazy as
Costa?
well. It's coffee
It's
place.
Costa, it's like it's the competitor to Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's UK only, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
it's
never
like
heard of
Joe
it.
and the Juice, which is started in Denmark, was it? No, nobody has a clue. Okay,
I think I've
I can
seen
ima-
that place
I
in
don't know what
London,
the
and
fuck
that's
you're on
it.
about.
I can imagine people are gonna be commenting on this video, being like, "Oh, I work in this job, and we have targets for this stupid
Yeah.
fucking thing."
It's,
But I hate
mad.
the targets in jobs because the only thing that happens is that you achieve that target and they up it. So
Mhm.
what you want to do is always put in the minimum effort and just barely hit the target every month, and they'll never bring it up. Don't be an
During my,
overachiever. If you're ever an overachiever in work, they just make it the norm.
During my customer
Yeah.
service job, I was supposed to sell things to people, but I never did. And my leader kept being like, you should really try selling one. I'm like, no.
It's one of those
I was
things like, well, you're gonna pay
Did you
me
quit
more?
that job?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
You're
say,
very funny to get fired.
It sounds like they
But
would
the
have
thing
fired
was,
you
the
otherwise.
thing was, I think the reason they didn't fire me was because even though I didn't sell things, I had the highest customer satisfaction rate,
Yeah.
and I was also the fastest. So I took the most customers, and they were the most satisfied.
It's probably they were all satisfied because you didn't try and sell them stuff.
probably.
Oh,
That's what I
you're
said. I
probably
was
the
like-
most satisfying person because you probably didn't speak to anyone. You just wanted to get fucking rid of them.
Yeah, basically, I was like,
And for
cool,
and
I
for the
fixed your
most
problem.
people, right, if a customer, if an employee doesn't speak to them when they're like at a till or something, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
I
one
was
of the
like-
easiest experience, bro.
It's
I was like, what's
crazy
your
how
problem?
antisocial
Cool, I fixed
we
it.
are.
Thank you, goodbye.
Yeah.
They're like, thumbs up, 5 out of 5.
They're like fucking that was banging.
Oh Christ!
We had all sorts in a call center. It was like time spent on the phone with them. You had targets to not be on calls too long. Sometimes I would chat to someone for ages, and I know they're not gonna buy anything, but I just have just a long conversation.
We
and
had
then,
a slow day, and I sat chatting to the same guy for, I think, 1.5 hours.
Good Lord.
Because he was just updating his his TV. And we had no people in line, so I was like, fuck it, I don't have enough to do. And eventually my leader's like, I see you've been in a call for 1.5 hours. Is everything okay? I was like, yeah. It's almost done.
Yeah.
So
Because I
Lars,
had one of the highest
Yeah.
sales in mind, so I kind of got away with stupid stuff.
all right, Trico. What's your favorite memory in SR?
That's a fucking good question.
Oh, okay.
Was it meeting me and getting disappointed?
Lars, what's your favorite memory in SR? You can have a
Not
think while
playing
Trico's.
games with any of you. Wow, this is my favorite.
Ah, fucking hell. I mean, that's fair.
Oh, that one Dread Hunger session, that one time.
That was
happened in the
amazing.
past was
Time of
great,
my
wasn't it?
life.
It was very
Yeah.
good.
I
We're
think
gonna
you
have-
asked this question. I've had this question
I feel
before,
like
I
we
think.
asked this, but we're gonna ask both of you. At the
I
same
didn't
time.
have an answer then. I
Oh,
think
there you
swinging
go.
was
Find
my
an answer now.
which was basic as fuck. But
It's
What's
the
your-
best time, Lars. Come on.
I've got another question that you can answer.
All right.
What's something you're most looking forward to this year? Whether that's
Playing games.
games or experiences or anything like that.
That's such a fucking good question.
That's actually easy for me.
You can think if you want, Lars.
No, I'll think about it.
Yeah, Trickle's
Okay,
already
go
got
on,
his
Trickle,
answer.
go on.
Trigger can go.
My girlfriend's coming visiting.
Oh, nice!
Coming in
Oh,
March.
That must be really nice to be able to finally, pull
I
your
had no
hand
idea
out
you
from
had a
under the
girlfriend.
table.
Wait, how long have you had a girlfriend?
Almost 2 years.
Wait, what the fuck? Really? 2 years? Jesus. I guess that's really hard for you
I don't believe
to,
she's real.
for 2 years, have 2 keyboards next to each other and type.
Yeah, it's actually his alt account.
So, his
Trico's playing
girlfriend,
both accounts.
like tunes into some of the streams and stuff. And when he's been streaming, I've made jokes about her not being real. She gets fucking mad. So I'm just like, let's keep doing it.
That's the fun part. She's not mad. She finds it fucking hilarious and plays along.
Okay, she gets mad.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I like the idea of Trico literally having 2 keyboards and just being like, yeah, I love you, let's play League, okay.
And then the most impressive part is that Trico is playing 2 League accounts at the same time.
That's impressive. That's probably why he's so dog
Play
shit.
you, me.
Yeah, that's fair. So when's she
It's
coming
not
down?
someone we know then, is it?
No. Johanna's
moment.
talked to her before.
There you go.
Oh, okay, I doubt I'd know.
I've talked shit about her.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't think I've ever been in a call with her.
It's more of know of rather than know.
Yeah.
I didn't know for 2 years.
There was a point where it got so bad when me and Trico played a lot of League that she would get upset because I would steal Trico away to just play League for like a couple hours in a row. But we do it like every day.
Mate, there was one time semi-recently where I think I was streaming and I was playing WoW or something. I was just sat in a voice channel on my own, like, waiting, because I think it was just after WoW had come out, and there was that thing where people would always be in chats, and if somebody was in, other people would join. So I was like, there are people around. So I joined one, and like 2 or 3 hours had gone by, and I was still just sat there. And then Trico joined in, and just started chatting with me, and I was like, "Oh, hi, Trico, this is really." And then his girlfriend came in and was like, "You've stolen my man." He asked me if it was all right if he could come and talk to you, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "That's really nice." But
What a cutie.
You fucking pussy Trico, you gotta ask people to talk to. You gotta fucking ask your girlfriend to talk to people. What the fuck?
gotta ask permission.
I didn't ask for permission.
She coming down in March, is it? Is that what you said?
Early March.
Oh, let's go.
I want
Trico gonna get
pictures.
his dick sucked. Let's go.
Hell yeah, Trico's gonna get some fucking pussy. That sounded so bad. But
She's gonna watch this and be like, he's not getting it now.
There's something incredible about Lars celebrating somebody else getting laid. I love it. All right, Lars, you've had enough
He
time.
said it.
oh yeah, I wasn't thinking about this shit. Okay.
Now you've got to think about it.
Okay. What I'm looking forward to most this year, probably it's not anything set in stone, but I really want to come visit the office this year. That's like
Yeah,
something
I want you
really
to as well.
Really want to do.
When I am.
So I don't have anything set yet because I don't know how many off days and shit I have. I gotta like think about this.
You just jump on was it the Eurostar?
The fucking train, yeah, but it goes to like London, and then I have to go from London to Cardiff. I don't know how that shit works.
That
I don't know
one's-
if-
so
is it
get-
like a flight?
You get
You
from
have
London to
airports?
Cardiff's easy. You can't fly from Amsterdam to Cardiff. But if you take the Eurostar to London and then take another train from London to Cardiff,
Oh, that sounds easy.
pretty easy. Like the Cardiff to London trains are nice.
How
And
long
then
is that?
Like an hour and a half, 2 hours,
what? London to Cardiff is it?
something like that. I think so.
I thought it was like super fucking long.
All
I
right,
thought it was, like,
I need to have a
ages.
look. I took it last time we went to EGX, and it flew by. Hold on, let me find out.
But I think the Eurostar is a super fucking long train.
2 hours, 10 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
Definitely faster than taking a car.
Journeys between. Oh, this one says 1 hour 50. So
It's 4 hours. Never mind.
it's anywhere
yeah.
between the two. So,
It's not bad.
but
4 hours,
I took it. I fell asleep, and it was fucking slamming.
Yeah,
It was
once you're in
Glasgow,
like when you get off the train station, it's like a 5-minute walk to the office.
Oh hell yeah!
There's gonna be people now who fucking get like a fucking
Yeah.
put a pin on the map and then draw a circle.
I'm
A
gonna
5-minute radius.
I'm gonna cut out the audio for when you said that, just so that people are like, "Wait, what did he say?" But
Wait,
yeah,
how long does it take to get to the office? Whoa.
it's pretty
30
close.
hours?
So. Yeah,
Red herring. It's actually not
fucking
in
30.
Wales.
I'm gonna record audio where when you're like, it takes X amount of time, I'm just gonna go 4 hours. And people are like, shit. Yeah, but you literally London to Glasgow,
Yeah, it's
easy
not that
peasy.
bad. All right. Yeah, I really want to do that at some point.
Do
So
it.
for like a couple, even if it's just for like a day or two, you know, like
Do
a
it.
little bit.
Well, that's
Something.
what some people are doing. I think Joe's coming down tomorrow. For
Alright.
wait, what day are we? Wednesday.
Yeah, you literally
tomorrow.
like if you take like 3 days out of your time, like you know,
Yeah.
2 days of traveling, but like then you can have one full day here. You'd still have the evenings on the first day you come down as well.
To be honest,
Yeah.
as well, you won't really need much more than a day to be down here.
I think
True.
because
I think
people
it'd take
are
you about-
so back and forth.
How long is the Eurostar from?
It's 4 hours. I looked
Oh, there you go.
from London to Amsterdam.
Well, it would take
Okay,
you
so
6
that-
hours from Amsterdam to here.
Yeah.
It's about you'd spend about 7 hours a day traveling because you're obviously going to wait between the Eurostar to get the train to London. Not London, London.
Glasgow.
That's not bad.
No.
Oh,
Sick.
you're coming down
Yeah.
soon, yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
We need to
maybe.
meet
I'd
you
like it.
because of how short you are. We need to like measure
I need-
you.
I need to be there when Joe is there, though. That's the one requirement. I gotta see him.
Yeah.
Lars,
I
right?
wanna fucking.
You're
fight
gonna
him.
turn up, right? And I'm gonna look
Yeah.
up at you and I'm gonna go, fucking hell, you're small.
It'll be like with
You
Patet.
just
wouldn't it?
radiate small man energy.
You know how with Patet we all went, holy shit, and we were all surprised how big. This time we're gonna go, oh, holy shit.
Patet was very fucking tall.
It was, mate. He
We
walked
try
into
and
my
have
office
Lars
and I was
and
like,
Ted
what
next to each other
the
at some
fuck?
point.
That'd be
It
fun.
was crazy.
But I'm not even like I'm just average height. I'm just normal person.
Sorry,
No,
wait, what's your height?
6
They
foot.
measure it weird. They
6
don't.
foot.
They
No,
don't
you're
know
Oh,
feet
fuck.
because
Okay,
they
so
measure.
I'm
just gonna say-
centimeter.
He said
Okay.
5'5".
What's the
5'11".
centimeters?
Fuck it. What?
No, he said
What's the
5'5".
centimeters?
183.
That's not average. That's well above average.
Is it? Is
Although I
it's
think
average here.
Amsterdam is very
He's
tall
around
people.
6.
For Dutch people, I'm small. I think. Well, I'm average for Dutch people.
Yeah, you're average. Holy shit, Dutch people are tall.
Oh, dude, out of my friends groups, I'm the smallest one. Everyone is 2 meters, literally. Not
Out
even
of
joking.
our friend group,
Everyone's
you're the
2 meters.
smallest one as well,
Fuck yeah.
and that includes
You're wrong.
Marlon and Lily.
Oh no.
The average height in the UK is almost 10 centimeters shorter than that.
Johanna's a lot shorter than I thought
Bitchy.
she'd be.
Johanna is, yeah.
Yeah. I met her and I saw her doing DreamHack.
Her, she's taller than Lily and Marlin by a small
Mhm.
amount.
It's crazy to me that I'm
Isn't-
5 centimeters taller than the UK average and people still call me short as fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
apparently like 10 centimeters taller than the Swedish average.
What is the Swedish average?
150.
No, it's 179. Oh wait, that's male. I was looking at the average, like overall.
5'8", 172
Yeah.
is the average. Swedish men, however, are 179.
So I'm.
Oh, I'm the average male height in the UK. There you go.
I think I'm like 4 centimeters roughly taller than the average male. Then, because I'm also 182 or 183, something like that.
I'm
Oh, that's
literally
cool.
the average. On average, 180.
You're above average to me, baby.
It's okay. You come to the UK and you just tower over everyone, mate. You'll love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to be tall for once.
Feel like a big man. Radiating small energy. Though.
Do you remember that picture of Lars on the last podcast he was in, where they edited it to make him look half as high as his door?
There's one Twitter reply that believed it, that thought it was real, and that fucked me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you
Mate, you get that
real?
all the time. There's always
Oh
those
my
people
God.
where like you're sarcastic as fuck and they just believe you and you're like you're an idiot.
My favorite time is always when someone's like, "What happened to Trick on Mass?" Like, "Oh, he went to prison. He tried to lick the twins' feet."
Yeah.
It's almost like, what?
Yeah.
It took so long for your podcast episode. Finally out of
Yeah.
prison.
Finally out of
Probation.
prison, yeah.
Fucking
Oh, that's his
criminal.
probation room, that is.
Oh, Christ.
Damn.
See, Matt talks a lot of shit for someone who's not an SR.
Yeah, but it's always so fucking funny though.
I know.
That talks a lot of shit for someone who looks like a fucking pussy.
I want to see
Here's
you and
your-
Matt scrap.
I'll win.
I know, because he can't walk.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but I think he'll still win.
Kick that
He's
brace.
seen Lars.
fucking
Hey, he'll
massive.
slap you with a crutch. I think you'll go down.
I just has to jump you and you'll just fall over.
That's rude.
We'll weigh him down with his immense just mass.
This is the part where we shit on
Why
Matt.
you have to do mass?
He's gonna watch this. He's gonna be fucking fuming.
Yeah, fuck you, Matt.
Oh mate, since the instance with his foot, the amount of fucking on the bone jokes that I've heard about Matt, it's so bad.
It's rough. I've got names of like subscribers and stuff on my wall, and there's a section for friends, and I drew like little pictures next to each of them. And Matt's is literally the like disabled man in a wheelchair. He was there when I did it, and he was like, "Yep, I'm okay with it." I was like, oh, "Okay." Yeah. Fucking hell, fair play though, boys. It's been almost 2 hours.
All right. Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah, I was
actually.
gonna say we should probably wrap her up now. It's 12:30 for you.
See, this
Ian.
is why we can't play
Yeah.
games with Lars.
Yeah.
It's 10:30, or is it? Yeah, it should be. Is it 10:30?
11:30
No,
for you,
it's
right?
No, it's 11:30 for me.
Yeah. That's easy time.
I have to wake
So
up.
it's
at like 6
11:30,
a.m.
and it's like I gotta go bed.
Yeah, I have to wake up at like 6
He's
a.m.
basically Gary 2.0.
That's the thing, though, right? You got to get up at 6 a.m. for work, yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay up
And
all
then
night.
what? And then what? You're there till like 5?
No, I usually leave at like 4 or 3, depending.
That's a huge portion of your life.
No, but I don't go to work at 6 a.m. I wake up at 6 a.m. and then I go shower. I cook.
When do you
a little
leave for
breakfast,
work?
I chill. 8,
Then why don't you get up at 7?
because I like having the 2 hours that I do. Then I'll probably like
You
sleep
could
in for
wake
like
up
another
an
30
hour
minutes.
later.
Yeah, but then
and
I
go
have to
to
hurry.
bed
Then I
an
don't
hour
get time
later.
to shower and fucking do stuff. You know.
Do it faster.
When I was working at the call center, I'd wake up, I think, 5 minutes before I had to leave.
Yeah.
That was enough time to get up, get dressed, and brush my teeth. Then I left.
My man. My man. I did that. I did that when I worked in BT. I would my van would be outside, and I was like, I'd wake up, sign on, be like, clothes on, bye. Just walk straight out. I'm like, I got a toothbrush and toothpaste in the van. I got a wash. You know, I've got all that, and I was fucking gone.
When I worked in a
Funniest
call
part-
center, I'd have to get up at like 7 a.m. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
my work days were 10-hour work days, but I only worked 4 days a week.
Ah, okay.
It's
That was
the
what mine
future.
were. I think I did 8 till
Actually,
6. Yeah, I did 8 till 6, and it was 4 hour day, 4 day a week.
4-day
It's nice.
4-day work weeks are great, although not 10 hours.
It
Like
sucks.
8 hours would
Yeah.
be great.
10 hours sucks. It gets to your end, and you're like,
Long, yeah.
I was
"Ugh."
supposed to be working 8 hours, but they had like this weird fucking policy where if there were people in queue, you had to take all the calls.
Is that legal?
Yeah, it happened with us as well.
Yes,
Like
because they'd pay us overtime for it. So it was
Oh.
technically
you had to take the call and finish it. You couldn't just be like, I'm done now. I gotta go.
So if you had 100
although,
people in queue,
although if you were on a long, I think I remember now. Like we had like you could, if you had to go home, if it was the end of your shift, you could give it to your team leader to finish off.
You're like, hey, I got all this work. Fuck you.
Don't wanna do it.
Bye.
Because
Yeah.
like like you've worked a 10-hour day, right? And you get
Yeah.
a call at like 1 minute to close off. I don't know. I feel like when you're in a call center, right? If it's 5 minutes before you clock off, there should just be like
A
you
grace
don't take a
period.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
That should
had
be the
so
time
many
you get
people
your shit
call in
together
5
and
minutes
then-
before we closed the line.
It was stupid.
Because
Yeah.
they knew that we would have to take the call anyway. And it was just awful.
Pain in
Yeah,
the
we
ass,
we
man.
could give it out to our team leader, but there was like 8 of us on his team, so
Yeah.
he couldn't take all 8.
Poor team leader, yeah.
Huh?
Poor team leader. What the fuck?
Just get paid more than me.
Yeah, he
so,
gets
you
paid
know.
more. Fuck it.
No, I mean, fair enough. Then actually.
Yeah. Cool. Boys, I think
Cool.
we should stop here.
Time for bed,
Lazy
Lars.
boy needs to go to fucking sleepy.
Time for bed.
Poor little fucking baby
Little
boo's
baby
like,
man, little
oh.
baby man going to
Aw,
bed. Little baby
look at
man.
his little baby man.
Oh, little
Aw,
baby man, little
he
baby,
gotta go to
baby,
work
baby,
on his
little baby
baby man
man.
job. Aw.
Yo, red I am.
Yeah,
He's
no,
so
you
red.
Want us to
cutie
read your bedtime
pie.
story before you
Very red.
Ugh.
All right, we got to say goodnight to Lars the dweeb.
Good night, Lars. Have a
Good
great
night,
sleep.
Lars.
Lars.
That was.
Mm.
Well, that's it from the Tavern podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, boy.
What's that wave?